Hey guys, so my video cut out and I didn't even realize it, so I'm just going to show you what this finished page looked like. I just did a little bit of journaling about how I was feeling at this time of year. Christmas was coming, and it was the hustle and the bustle and the food planning and the family saying they love your food, and I just did a little bit of journaling like that. I'm not in love with the journaling up here. I kind of wish I did it down here, but you know what? It's there and it's done, so here it is. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and be sure to follow the links down below so that you can check out what the rest of the Oso Inspired team created this month. Thanks for watching. Bye. Alright guys, so this whole video is a travesty just waiting to happen. My camera stops, my ATGs, both of them screw up, so a lot of the video was just me fixing my ATGs, so I cut out a ton of that, and then the phone stopped recording and it was just a mess. So anyway, I decided to take that yellow, like that golden yellow and cream paper, and cut it out a little bit along a line so that it's kind of a pocket. And I got that inspiration from the video. Even though the pockets were just squares, I decided to add a little bit of texture to mine and tuck my photo inside of it. The photo is really blown out. I mean, it is so white, but you know, it's always important when you're scrapbooking to include yourself in your albums, because most of the time the scrapbooker is also the photographer. So for me, it's important to get those photos in the album, even if the photos are blown out. And besides it being blown out, it's actually not a bad photo of me. So, like, yay, positive side. So I took one of the 3x4 pocket squares. Why am I blanking here? The journaling cards. They're called die-cut journal cards, and I just used my Wink of Stella glitter pen on the black parts. It says New Chapter and Life Story. And then I'm actually going to take my Versamark pen, which is dying, and I definitely need a new one, and I'm going to clear, heat, emboss Every Day is a and in my, just to give it a little bit of texture and a little bit of difference. Now I decide to mat my photo on some plain cardstock, and as I'm looking at this, this is the only thing I did not ink in Black Soot Distress ink. So I probably should have, but I'm not pulling apart the layout to do it now. It's just what I've remembered to do. And I did want to stuff some things into the pocket, since that was the whole point of the video that we were inspired by. Now here is where this ATG just gets all stuffed up, and I'm thinking, oh, I can do a quick fix, and then I'm like, nope, I've got another one. This is why I have two ATGs, so when one gets messed up or one runs out, I can grab the next one. So I grabbed the next one. Hooray, ATG. And this one stuffs up too. Like, I don't know, I loaded them both at the same time, so I don't know if I'm just using a bad batch of tape or if I've screwed something up in there, but I need to attack both of those. So I decide to mat the whole layout onto this craft cardstock, and that's was inspired by the brown paper bags in the inspiration video. And I just do that tried and true method of, you know, eyeballing it. No measuring, we're just going to go with what we go with. And I do ink this outside edge, and that's just Black Soot Distress ink. And I have the older rectangle distress ink holder things, and my black one is like kind of chewed up, and I have little pieces of the foam falling off every time I use it, so I either need to find some refills, although I'm not even sure if they make this one anymore, or I need to get some more refills for my round one so I can use it on the black one. Which really stinks, because I keep the two The two rectangle ones I have, a brown one and a black one, just always has that on there, and the little round ones I just, use in my mini distress ink pads. So, okay, we'll see what we're doing here. So I figured that something needs to go there on that bottom piece. I'm okay with the stripes showing on either side, so I pull out my bag of black ribbons and trims, and I find this little bit of lace. Oops, sorry about the head, guys. And that's going to happen until I figure out exactly where my camera records for this new setup. Okay, so I got this little bit of black lace, and then I trimmed about 1/4 of an inch piece of cardstock, and that cardstock is the same cardstock that I matted my photo on. So I just covered that joint up right there, and that is also inked in the black distress ink. And I'm going to mess around with these little banners. One of my favorite things to do is create these little, like, I call them like award badges, where I have the shape and then the multiple banners coming out underneath of it. And I really like doing it. I haven't done it in a little while because I was doing it a lot in my album. But I've moved on many months. This is December. I'm kind of floating around between October, November, and December now. But this is December, so it's okay for me to bring it back into the album. And I do mess around with this for a little bit. These little banners give me a little run for my money. But I do finally figure out exactly where I want it to go and how I want it to look. Alright guys, sorry if you can hear that. There's the lawn maintenance guys are outside, and I think they're doing everybody's lawns today. And every time I move, I swear the guy follows me to the closest window. Okay. So I did finally figure out where I wanted that little rosette badge thing to go. And now I'm just using these little, what are these little doodads called? These little chevron-y type arrow things to go over top of that little area where the lace is. And I poked out two and was going to put them on individually, and then I got the bright idea to just put some adhesive on that end right there and pop it right over the top and then pull the card off, and that worked great. And this guy, I'm walking around in this, I swear the guy's following me around the windows. Alright. And it just needed a little bit more foam there because it was starting to look a little floppy, and nobody needs floppy 3x4 cards. And this is where my camera cuts off, so I'm going to go live for you. Hey guys, so my video cut out and I didn't even realize it, so I'm just going to show you what this finished page looked like. I just did a little bit of journaling about how I was feeling at this time of year. It was Christmas was coming, and it was the hustle and the bustle and the food planning and the family saying they love your food, and I just did a little bit of journaling like that. I'm not in love with the journaling up here. I kind of wish I did it down here, but you know what? It's there and it's done, so here it is. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and be sure to follow the links down below so that you can check out what the rest of the Oso Inspired team created this month. Thanks for watching. Bye.